All right, this is gonna be a long problem. I'm just gonna let y'all know that now. You gotta try to stay with me. You gotta try really hard to stay with me. I'm gonna try to make it as simple as possible while being able to explain it as well. All right, so we're first gonna start off distributing this 3 over 4, this power raised to 3 over 4. We're gonna distribute it here, distribute it here, distribute it here. So we got 16 raised to the 3/4 power. And we got x. And we're multiplying this 8 times 3 over 4. So 8 times 3 is 24. And then it would be, let's just pretend or just imagine, I'll just draw it down here. So 8 over 1, put the 1 under there just to help y'all. So 8 over 1 times 3 over 4. That's what we're going to do. I'll just write it on here, so I'll just erase it. 8 over 1 times 3 over 4. Divide this, so you can divide these here. So divide this by 4, goes away, divide this by 4, ends up being 2, and you end up getting 6. Just in case if y'all don't believe me, I'll do it one more time. 8 over 1 times 3 over 4. 8 times 3 is 24. 4 times 1 is 4. 24 divided by 4 is 6. So that's 6. So this is raised to the 6th power. Oh, shoot. That's raised to the 6th power. We got y. Got y, negative 12. Y to the power of negative 12 times 3 over 4. So we got negative 12. I'm just going to put it over 1 just to make it easier. Times 3 over 4. What I do is divide by 4. That's 1. Divide by 4. That's 3. It ends up equaling negative 9. I'll do it again just so y'all understand what I'm saying. So got negative 12 over 1 times 3 over 4 equals 12 times 3 is 36. Over 1 times 4 is 4. 36 divided by 4 is 9, so that's negative 9. And that's, there you go. Let me erase this. Yeah, hey, this is my second time doing this video, y'all. The first time took way too long. I think I was trying to explain it a little too much. But yeah, we got negative 9 here. And then let me erase one more thing. Let me erase that. Negative 9. And we got that multiplied. Now I'm going to do the same thing I did on this side, on the other side. So here. So I'm going to distribute this negative 1/2. Distribute it here, and then distribute it here. So we got 81. Negative 1 raised to the negative 1 over 2. Then we got x. X to the power of negative 4. So we have to do negative 4 times negative 1 over 2. So do negative 4 over 1 times negative 1 over 2. Negative 4 times negative 1 is 4. 2 times 1 is 2. 4 divided by 2 is 2. So that's x to the power of 2. Delete that. Now we got y to the power of 6. multiplied by -1/2. Power of 6. Let me erase this because it looks like a negative here. Let me just erase that for a second. All right, so we got 6 times 6/1. You can always put the 1 under. Always put the 1 in the denominator if it just doesn't have, it's not a fraction at all. 6/1 times -1/2. 6 times -1 is -6. 2 times 1 is 2. -6 divided by 2 is -3. So that is, put that 3 up here. Put the -3 up there before I forget. All right, we got all that done. Now we just need to simplify even more. All right, so the first thing I'm gonna simplify is this 16 raised to the 3/4 power raised to 3/4. The first one I'm gonna simplify is this. So I'll put the 16 in the radicand, put the 4 in the index, three up here, and what multiplied 4 times by itself 4 times equals 16? It's 2. So we got 2 to the power of 3, which equals 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So that equals 8. So I'm gonna erase that just so I can put 8 here. So I can just, so that's 8. So this ends up being 8. Perfect. Now we got the x's. And whenever you're multiplying these variables, you end up adding the exponents together. So x to the 6 power plus x to the 2 to the 2nd power. So 6 plus 2, you add the exponents. So it ends up being x to the 8th power. So now we got the y's. We're done with the x's. We are done with the x's. And now we're doing the y's. So we got the y's. So we got y. So -9 plus -3. This is -12. And what do we got left? Oh, we got 81. We got 81 left. Times 81 -1/2. So these negatives, to get the negative away, we put it in the fraction and we put it as a denominator. So ends up being, I'm gonna come over here. This whole thing ends up being 8x 8 over 81 to the power of 1/2, and then y to the power of 12. That's how you get the negative away in fractional exponents. So now to get this 81 to the power of 1/2 away, we're gonna put it as a radical. So I'm gonna come over here, square root 81, put the 2 here. And this is just 1, so it really doesn't matter. The square root of 81, what times what equals 81, or what times itself equals 81, which is 9. So that equals 9. And we are done. 8x 8 over 9y 12. That's it. That's the answer right there. I'm out.